I sometimes feel sorry for the Indians because they really can't catch a break. And I feel like, Trump has really started targeting them. You've got the H-1B visa, where he's now imposed like $100,000 if you want to just apply for it, let alone actually get one. And India has I think 73% of all H-1B visa applications are from India, right? Or visa holders are Indian. So that is almost a direct, that's as direct as it gets. But apart from that, another one that I think has slightly slipped under the radar is the fact that the US kept on giving, the US has a bunch of sanctions on Iran, obviously, as we know. And yet India, for some reason, was allowed and was given special waivers to operate and develop Chabahar port. Now, we know, as in Pakistan, the Chabahar port has been the home to Kulbhushan Yadav and a bunch of Indian intelligence operatives, so they can conduct nefarious activities in our homeland. And Chabahar port, India has spent hundreds of millions of dollars on this to develop it as a rival to really Gwadar, which would have been the Chinese access point and the Pakistani access point, and really would have rivaled that particular port. Also, what it did was that it gave Afghanistan another access point through Iran, really, where it could obtain goods, but not only goods, anything could then be shipped all the way through without any Pakistanis being able to verify or see what was getting pushed through to Afghanistan, and then ultimately perhaps even used against us. And this has happened in the past. We've seen even shipments, because there's a transit trade agreement between Pakistan and the landlocked Afghanistan. A lot of the shipments that went, we found things like explosives in some of these containers and weaponry in some of these containers. So this has always been a problem that we have been deeply concerned about. India using Afghanistan as a base of operations against us. There's been tons of evidence. We found, significant amounts of money that has been transferred through Dubai at times, through other places, and attacks taking place in Pakistan, perpetrated by, of course, ultimately the Research and Analysis Wing, RAW, which is the Indian intelligence. So now what happened, interestingly, was that the US has denied India for the first time in a while this waiver to be able to operate, there's a waiver from Iranian sanctions. So what's going to happen now is that any Indian firm that continues to operate there or begins to operate there will now have secondary sanctions imposed on it. So none of their employees would be able to then get visas for the US or be able to, engage with, say, the US economic system, financial system, all of those things. That is something that, no employee in an Indian firm would want, or anybody really. And these types of sanctions then really limit what type of work these organizations can do, what type of work these individuals can do. And in essence, what it does is it prevents Indian firms from working at Chabahar. So another win for Pakistan, I would say. Now, why is, I feel Trump is going out of his way at times to really show it to the Indians. And I think it's because the Indians aren't capitulating to his demands, and they aren't coming like everybody else, groveling and asking him for forgiveness and to be buddies. They'll eventually get there because America has a lot of tools at its disposal. But I think just sit back, enjoy the unfolding misery that's being inflicted on India till then. Thanks.
The revolution will be live.